Welcome to James Green's English Classroom. I'm James. I host an English class every day here, 13 UTC. I'm a few minutes late. It's 5 minutes after the hour, and sorry about that, but let's get started. So I'm here for an hour today, and we're doing the joining game as usual in my daily call. Let's join on what we have in common. So the floor is open. If you'd like to begin, just say your name, where you're from, and speak to the whole group. Just setting up the live stream. I have one more link to share. Would anyone like to be a co-host?
Put me as a co-host, James. Thank you.
Rita? Okay. Thank you. Now, we had this is news, but we had some problems with the live stream yesterday, problems with some of the participants, and I wasn't here for the whole thing. I was just here for the beginning when it began. So sorry about that. Sorry about the disturbances in the class, and sorry about the disturbances to the live stream to the recording. But it happens, and we're working as a group to be able to respond when things like that happen, when a group of people comes to disturb, how to respond, how the co-hosts respond, how the teachers want to respond, how the host wants to respond. A number of different moving parts. I don't know if you want to talk about that. We might talk about that or something else.
Is that the reason that the video are saying when you play it there, it says the video is private?
Hi, Christine. You said, is that the reason the video what?
Oh, I tried to play the video. There was a while ago. No, it's in morning here, but it's already night. So, I played it in morning when I wake up. I tried to play the video, and it says the video is private, and I can see anything.
Slow down. It says the other video is what? Private. Yeah.
Yeah, the video that was recording is private. It says there the video is private.
Yeah.
Then,
yes.
Nothing.
That's right. There were some there were some things shared. I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly what. And so Nelly turned the video private for yesterday.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Any other news or distractions or questions? If you have questions at the end of the call, as many people sometimes do, now's the time to bring them in. Now's the right time. I remember a book title. I never read this book, but I just thought it was a funny book title. The book's name was Questions. Are they really questions? And I always think of that when people ask questions. the difference between a question, a real question, and something else, not a real question, kind of like asking a question, but actually we have an answer already, and we want to say something. Fine, it's totally fine to say something, totally fine to ask a question. Good to know which we're doing. Back to you.
James, this is Frida speaking.
Yeah.
Based on what happened yesterday, now I'm feel a bit hesitant to admit people with South American names.
Oh,
Or do we have to give them a chance to just admit them? What do you think?
great question. I admit anyone.
All right.
We've had a lull. We've had a lull for me in the group. It's been a while since anyone has tried to disturb the call. So, like I said, I'm sad that I had to leave early in the middle yesterday, but I'd still like to have some more direct engagement, even with some of the trolls that were present. So yes, I'm admitting anybody. For now. I've gotten pretty good at controlling Zoom, so I'm not too worried. I'm certainly not foolproof. And the team that was working yesterday was very good. They were very skilled. So I can see there could be a good reason to just to hold off on admitting people with South American names, but I'm not doing that yet.
Right.
We can ask, right? So I know, I see Martinez, Edwin has a, South American sounding name. We can ask. So hi Martinez, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, welcome. Is this the first time for you to come to the call?
And it's my second time.
Second time?
Yep.
Are you here to study English?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Great. Where did you hear about the group?
Oh, a friend of mine shared the link in a route, so I decided to join you.
Sorry, where a friend of yours shared a link? What?
He shared the link in a WhatsApp group that it's called English Peru, I guess. I don't remember the name right now.
English Peru. Thank you. When is you said you participated one other time? What's the other time you participated?
Oh, this was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Like 1 or 2 months ago.
Okay. What is your English level, would you say? Beginner, intermediate, advanced?
I consider myself as a B1. It would be like an intermediate. I don't know. Or beginner.
B1?
Yeah.
Lower intermediate? Great. What are your English learning goals?
Oh, it is a good question and a tricky one also. But I'm gonna be super honest with you. I'm learning English because I do love the language. I don't see English like a tool for getting a new lifestyle or a new job. It's just like my hobby. I really love it.
Great.
And I wanna be more than fluent, I wanna be fluently, and also I would like to speak very well,
Great. This is the right place to be. Welcome.
Thank
Say
you.
anyone else. In this group, when we speak, we have the floor and everybody listens to us until we say I'm anyone else. It's a way of saying we're done, and somebody will then summarize you I should say in this class, it's not always in this group. Sometimes teachers do different things. So, but in this class, my class, for this class, we say anyone else. And that's a way of saying, I'm done. So are you done? You could say anyone else, and then we'll hear from some other people. I'll say it for you. Anyone else?
This is Solon from China.
Yeah.
Uh,
You there, so?
yeah, I'm here. I just forgot the someone who's just to say the he's the
Martinez, you want to
Yeah.
summarize him?
Yeah. I'd like to summarize Martina. So Martina, you just said you are lower intermediate level of English, but you are enjoying it. To speak in English is your one of your hobby, and you would like to speak in English fluently. Yeah, am I right?
So Martinez, Edwin, Solemn is trying to say what he heard from you, and he's asking you, did he understand you? And so he's waiting for a response from you, Martinez.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh.
So
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna answer him. And yeah, English is my hobby. English is also is the language that I love. But honestly, I would like to learn how to speak, I don't know, maybe Arabic because it's interesting for me. But we never know. I have to wait for a while, or I have to wait for a long time, I guess. I don't know. And then I would try to learn it. But yeah, basically English is my hobby and I really love talking English.
Great. So I think that means yes, Solemn. So go ahead, separate from Martinez, check in with yourself, see what you want to say, speak to the group.
Sure. So yeah, I have one interesting question to James. So yeah, as a software freelancer, I sometimes see I sometimes see the JD. It means the job description in the LinkedIn. Yeah, I sometimes check the JDs in some freelance site, and I can see the people who live in the United States. So some people are using the Spain in United States. So what?
Yeah.
What my question is, the people there are there people who can't speak in English there?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, because people can speak in Spain. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not using the English. Yeah. So so many people. It seems like many people are using the Spain. So I would like to know, people, if there are people who can't speak in English. Yeah.
Many people in the United States do not speak English. Many people do not speak English. And yeah, Spanish is the second most common language after English that people speak as a second language or as a first language. I just met, I have a kind of like a coworker, kind of like a colleague. She teaches English around here, and she teaches sometimes in Spanish. She's bilingual. Actually, I have a few bilingual colleagues. It's very useful to speak Spanish. I have never studied Spanish, and I don't have, I do have two students who are native Spanish speakers. And in New York City, especially, there's a lot of Spanish speakers, and you'll regularly see things written in Spanish, like official announcements or subway signs, or things will be written in Spanish in addition to English. But there's many people who don't speak English and who speak different languages, not Spanish, but lots of different languages, all the languages you can imagine. So yeah, they get by. They find a way to get by without speaking English, sometimes for a very long time. I have students, they have been living in the United States. They speak no English, and they've been living here for 10 years. It's incredible to me, but
Yeah, it's really crazy. Yeah, so I think our people who live in the United States can speak in English. I also know some people using speaking the French in Canada. Yeah, so I think people in Canada who live in Canada speaking English, but many people are using the French instead of speaking in English.
yeah, that is pretty isolated. I don't know for sure, but I think it's pretty isolated to Quebec. The French-speaking part of Canada is Quebec, and that's a little different because that's the first language in Quebec is French. We don't have any place in the United States where the first language is not English. But in Quebec, for example, everything is in Québécois, which is like Canadian French. The government is run in Québécois. It's the first language. Schools are taught in Québécois. It's a little different. Other thing I wanted to point out, just you said JD. JD, the way you use it, is Chinese English. We don't say JD here to mean job description. Actually, we use JD to refer to something else in English, in standard American English. JD means lawyer degree. Like we have a BA, bachelor degree for somebody who graduates from college. If you have a JD, that means you've graduated from law school in American English. Just wanted you to know, because you used the abbreviation JD. People, in different countries, as they're learning English, they use English in their own way, and they don't realize that it's not the standard way. And so things become popular without them realizing what they're doing. That it sounds like JD is something like that.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, thank you for your clear.
Sure.
Yeah.
Say anyone else
information.
solemn?
Yeah, anyone else?
Yeah, Rania from Egypt.
Hi, Rania.
Hello, teacher. Actually, I want to summarize you. Shall I?
What do you think? If you think it's a good idea, do it.
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
Go ahead.
Okay. First, you said that there are many people, a lot of people in the United States don't speak English. There are a lot don't speak English, and Spanish is the second language in USA. And you said too, you have some friends, but they are few. They are bilingual. They teach in Spanish and English.
Bilingual.
Bilingual, yeah, bilingual. And you said you didn't study Spanish before. You have never studied Spanish before. And our friend from Chinese, Solman, I think his name, asked you about the French in Canada, and you said there is a Quebec French is used in Canada. I asked you about the Chinese English. You said the abbreviation JD abbreviation. I think it's abbreviation. And it means that it's a lower English.
Rania,
When some, yeah,
are you taking notes? Yes? Okay. If this is
For
not
sure.
this is not a memory game. Nothing wrong. If you want to take notes, it's okay. You don't have to get every detail. The point is not to memorize what people say. The point is to get the main idea. So if you take notes, if that's helpful for you, that's fine, no worries. But just realize what we're doing is not trying to remember everything somebody says. It's just to get the main idea.
Yes, I do. Because if I don't write the points, so before I open my mic, so I can say anything. But after I open my mic, so I forgot everything.
I understand.
So, yes.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So just the main points of the conversation I
Oh,
wrote.
you got the main points. You got it all. You got it all.
Okay. Anyone else? Am I
No,
right?
yeah. Well, so anyone else is when we finish talking, not when we finish summarizing.
Yeah.
You
Now I'm finished my summarizing and I'm asking you, teacher. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. I said you understood. You got it. You got me.
Yeah.
Next, you separate from me, check with yourself. What do you want to say? And then you speak.
I want to say maybe I'm bilingual too, because as I told you, teacher, I'm online tutor for the non-Arabic speaker. So I explain in English. All my lessons in English. The way I'm using my language too for some terms, but I explain in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a bilingual teacher.
Yeah. So attending the meeting, very important for me. I'm so happy because this conversation. Now I'm brave to have this great challenge to speak to with a native speaker of English. I'm happy. Thank you. Anyone else?
This is Richard
Liz from
from
Indonesia.
Richard, then Liz.
Okay. This is Richard from Indonesia. I'm going to summarize Rania. Rania, you said you are bilingual about English, right?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, thank you.
My mother tongue is Arabic, but I have second language I'm using in my work, English, as a common language between me, communicative language between me and my students.
Okay.
Yeah.
James, I have a question for you. You said you like Kung Fu. So have you ever tried to Kung Fu? Or do you learn a Chinese language?
Oh, interesting question. That's a new one. Yeah, I have studied martial arts. I studied some martial arts, a Japanese martial arts that is for throwing and falling.
Aikido.
Yes, I studied Aikido.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
You are strong.
Yeah, well, I'm not so strong, but I did study Aikido for a little while. And to be honest, I think I'm more interested in the philosophy of Aikido than I am in the martial art. I think Aikido has a really interesting philosophy. They do, it's a kind of martial art where the goal, they have a very high priority on not hurting people. So there's like three levels of let's say goal. The lowest level is that you hurt your opponent and you are okay. Excuse me. No, maybe I've forgotten. Maybe it's that you hurt your opponent and you get hurt. And then the next level is that you hurt your opponent, but you are safe. And then the highest level is where your opponent does not get hurt and you also don't get hurt. And so that's the idea with the way Aikido works is if somebody attacks you, the goal is on stopping the attack without hurting the opponent. And there's different ways they do that. And in martial arts, usually there's a lot of kicking, punching to hurt the other person. But Aikido, they study different things. It's these disabling moves where you throw somebody onto the ground so they are unable to move. You pin them, but you don't hurt them. Or you practice how to fall. In Aikido, there's a lot of falling. There's a very strong emphasis on falling. And I found that to be really interesting because it's like, for me, it's a metaphor for failing. Like in the joining game where we're, we talk about failure and what you learn from failure, what you can learn from making a mistake. You can learn how to make mistakes without hurting yourself. If you see sometimes somebody makes a mistake and then they say, oh no, I made a mistake. Now I have to kill myself. That's a very strong reaction to the mistake. It makes it worse, right? Then the mistake is worse, not easier. So you can learn how to make a mistake, not take it just personally and say, oh, wow, actually, if I can make mistakes, that's really good for my education. Similar with Aikido, right? Oh, yeah, I fall all the time. Like I've studied the art of falling. Then you're not worried about falling. Then you can fall without hurting yourself. And you can even you can be on the ground, and it's a different mentality. Being on the ground is suddenly, it doesn't mean that you are losing if you are on the ground. If you are falling, it doesn't mean that you are not learning. So that's some few things that I found interesting about the philosophy in Aikido. Can somebody tell me what I said?
Someone said that there's an interesting philosophy in learning Aikido, where the first level is you hit people, and that you hit that person got hurt, and you also got hurt. That's the first level, the lowest level. The second level, that person hit you. You hit that person got hurt, but you didn't get hurt. That's the second level. The third level is no one get hurt. No one got hurt. And no one got hurt. So like that.
And that's difficult. That's difficult. It takes a lot of skill. If you have a fight with somebody, to make sure nobody gets hurt takes a lot of skill.
Yeah, it takes a lot of skill to not make anybody hurt. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot of skill. And about the falling, I didn't remember what you said about that.
Yeah, let me help you. So it's the analogy, the why I think it's relative to what we're doing is it's about making mistakes. People who are learning English are sometimes afraid to make a mistake. They don't want to make a mistake. They think it means something about them personally. And that is a way of thinking about mistakes that gets in the way of learning. And you could think of mistakes differently, which is that it is part of the learning process, that actually, if you are making mistakes, it tells you are doing something right. because you're allowing yourself to learn and do new things.
All right. So making a mistake is a part of a learning process to improve, to get better than before.
I think
All right.
it can be. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you
Like-
got
like-
me, Amans.
Like Aikido, right? We can't. Yeah.
You got me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good knowledge there. Knowledge. Good knowledge. Yeah. Back to you, Richard.
Great. Could be back to Richard, or could go to Liz, or could go back to the group.
Sound fascinating, James. I I just know about you. You can Aikido. You're like a Steven Seagal. Do you like Steven Seagal?
Excuse me, I'm interrupting. Sorry,
Yes.
James. Vietnamese names based on yesterday, even that mostly they come as a children. What you want me to do for minors?
No.
Do one
Sorry, what? We have what?
Vietnamese names.
Miss
So based on
Yeah.
Vietnamese.
a miss? What do you mean a miss?
Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnamese. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Vietnamese names.
Yeah.
Yes. Based on what happened yesterday, mostly they come, they are minors. You want me to admit them as well?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
That's great, James.
You asked me if I like Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in Bruce Lee and Bruce Lee's teacher,
Ip Man.
Ip Man. That's right. I love the Ip Man movies. Have you seen the Ip Man movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Number
great.
4.
They're great. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Fun, and they use not a rough fighting. They use a slowly, a kung fu. But some people make a fight so rough, they do it. So Aikido is like a Tai Chi. Am I right, James?
No, Tai Chi is, I think, a little softer than Aikido.
Okay.
But I see the connection.
Yeah. Because you say Aikido is first not hurt people. And then number 2, hurt people, and number 3, both never hurt. So it look like Tai Chi a little bit.
Yeah, I see the connection.
Yeah.
You done, Richard?
Have you ever competition, James?
No, I don't do martial arts much.
You study philosophy.
That's right.
That's great. Yeah, I've done. Anyone else?
This is Liz from Indonesia. Okay. Richard, you asked James about maybe he like Kung Fu or not, and James said that he like I didn't get it. Tai Chi or something else. because am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. I don't like Tai Chi. I just say
Hapkido, right? Hapkido, yeah. I remember. James said that he liked Hapkido and he told about the philosophy of Hapkido.
Aikido,
Okay.
not Haikido.
Aikido. Aikido. Thank
Yeah.
you for reminding me.
No
I
worries.
mean, correct me. Okay.
Okay.
Am I right, Richard?
No, I don't like a Tai Chi.
Mm.
I like
Okay.
Muay Thai. I don't like Tai Chi.
Muay Thai.
Yeah. I just said Tai Chi is look like
Yeah.
Aikido because not hurt people. First, hurt. First, not hurt people. Second, hurt people. And third, both never hurt. It look like a Tai Chi.
Okay.
Do you want to try to summarize again?
You told me that you dislike Hapkido and you like what is that? I didn't get it.
Tai Chi.
You like Tai Chi, yes. Tai Chi like the ape man, right? Tai Chi. Something slowly. And you like
No,
Tai Chi.
no, I don't like Tai Chi.
So
I like Muay Thai. I like kickboxing.
I'm sorry. You like Muay Thai and you dislike Tai Chi.
Yeah, Tai Chi is so slow.
Okay. Because Tai Chi is so slow, that's why you like Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, thank you.
Good work, both of you. Good work. Over to you, Liz.
Okay. Actually, I would share about my internet connection. My internet connection sometimes is low, sometimes is high. And I love to join in this gym meeting, and I dislike if I join this gym meeting, I have a network issue. It's very make me uncomfort. Thank you.
This is can may I summarize you? Well, ma'am, you said to us about your internet, like sometimes it's quite low connectivity, sometimes you face good connectivity, and you would like to also join here. That's all about you said to us. Is that correct? That you are
Yes, that's right. And this time, my internet connection has a trouble, but I can hear you clearly. Thank you.
May I,
Anytime.
Khan, may I just tell you one thing, one piece of feedback? You hear me?
Sure.
Yeah. Ma'am is Pakistani English a bit. Even though we do say ma'am rarely, it's used a little bit too frequently and too inappropriately by people who speak, people generally, people who speak Pakistan, people from Pakistan or people from India, I often hear as well saying ma'am. It's the female version of sir, and like I've told you many times with sir, it's not really appropriate. Same thing with ma'am. It's not really, if you say ma'am, people will say to themselves, this person does not know how to speak English. They'll know. And so if you want to sound more natural, you'll need to refer to people by their name. Liz. Can you tell me what I said, Khan? You're frozen, so I'm not sure if you heard me. Can anybody tell me what I said?
This is me, Ahmad. You had said at Han that ma'am is the female version of sir in English, and you need to refer to Liz by her name. Refer her by her name.
That's right. You got me. Thank you, Amans. Are you back, Khan?
Well, can I summarize that I heard from your side?
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you said like in Pakistan, people just use ma'am or lab, but in natural English, just follow as a name of the person. So that's you are saying.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, so my all the wishes and best of luck to you because you are suffering some disease I heard from some of teacher side. So I have a question for you.
What?
My best and wishes for you because you survived from a disease or you
a
have
disease.
improved.
It's not a disease. It's just an earache. But thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just heard that you are sick.
Yeah, it's a little different. Disease is something more serious. It's not a disease.
I thought that you are in you have come down with the flu of COVID, something like that.
Oh no. Even COVID is not a disease. COVID, it's an infection. A little bit different than a disease. And I did not have COVID. I did not have the flu. I had an earache. And it was a bad earache, but it's not a disease. Anyway, back to you, Khan. You had a question.
God bless you. So I have a question that, yeah, you said you like to read read yourself as a philosopher or just as a reader?
Your sound cut out. I couldn't exactly hear your question. Something about philosophy.
Yeah,
something about philosophy and reading. What about it?
Like, do you consider as a teacher of philosopher or you are considered as a philosopher reader? Which one?
And by reader, I guess you mean student. You want to know what I consider myself?
Yeah.
I think I'm. I consider myself more like a genius. No. What does it matter? Why is it important how I consider myself?
No, I would like to know because of it's my not mind read, it's a kind of interest to know about philosophy. If you are a teacher, so I want to know more from your side. That's why I'm asking this question.
I do teach philosophy. So yeah, I'm a philosophy teacher.
Oh, it's glad to hear.
Why?
So can you tell me? I have another more question. Like,
whoa, Mr. Questions. One question at a time. Why does it matter to you? Are you taking my philosophy class?
No, sir.
No, huh? Interesting. Strange and interesting. So what's going on? Why do you care?
I'm curious about because I wanted to profoundly about the subject. That's why.
Okay. Well, you don't need a philosophy teacher to know profoundly about the subject. You could just study it if you're interested. You interested in philosophy?
Yeah, I would like to know.
Oh. I haven't
want
heard
to meet-
I haven't heard Khan, I haven't heard you talk about philosophy before.
No, but I have interest,
Great.
human mind.
Great, new things.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Would you like to talk about philosophy here?
If you would like to.
Oh, no. Don't put this on me. Don't put this on.
I would like to. I would like to.
This is your problem, not mine. So
Yeah, I would like to.
Your interest in philosophy is what?
About the secret. What's the secret of philosophy?
The
What's
secret. The
Yeah.
secret of philosophy. That sounds so mysterious.
Yeah, it's like weird, but I want to know what the secret of philosophy.
I also want to know, what is the secret of philosophy? The secret of philosophy.
Yeah. I want to know. That's why I'm just curious about the topic.
You have an idea that philosophy is secretive, and I'm curious why you have that idea.
I don't know, but sometimes people are curious about to know the secret of philosophy or what happened exactly. Was the thing why people created philosophy? So I want to know that, like why philosopher created the subject or the history of philosophy. So something like that.
Well, philosophy, the word philosophy just means love of knowledge. So I guess somebody created the subject because they were interested to know things.
Well, so I want to know more.
Great. What are you going to do to learn more?
To increase my knowledge about philosophy.
Is that a question? I asked you,
No.
you said you want to know more, and I asked you what would you like to do so that you can learn more?
I would like to know about Socrates, his life story from your side.
From me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for that. Anyone else?
Aswal Duri from Iran. I heard from Khan that he mentioned a lot of things as from the beginning.
Talk to Khan.
Yes. How are you, Khan? Can you hear me?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm doing great with James Green platform. How about you?
Stop. You guys are ridiculous. So summarize to Khan, tell him what you heard. I didn't say go back and forth into a, hey, how are you doing routine. We're
just go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you mentioned many things. You asked about James' health from the beginning, and then you asked about the secrets of philosophy, as you mentioned, and you asked even James what he consider himself as a teacher of philosophy or as a teacher of English, maybe. Yes, this is what you mentioned. So,
Yeah,
am I right, Can?
Yeah, a little bit. In the last moment, you said, I mean, I say, what does he consider as a teacher or reader? So you are right, totally right. Go ahead.
There is a kind of lagging. I can't actually figure
You
out
understood
what
me.
you are saying.
Yeah, Khan, it's hard to hear you. There is a lag for me too. I'm gonna call it and say so. I think you got him well enough. So just go ahead, take the floor. So?
Yes, I'm with you, James.
All right.
I just want to say to ask about the difference between laughter and laughing, because 2 days ago I mentioned laughter, but I didn't know the difference between the uses of both of them. Are they alternatives?
Laughing is a verb. Laughter is a noun.
Do you mean the sound of the action itself?
Yeah.
Is the laughter.
The sound
Maybe
is not maybe, definitely. The sound is a noun. I can hear laughter upstairs. There is laughter upstairs. That's a noun. He is laughing, verb.
But I can use the word laughing as a noun as well. I can say the laughing of them made me laugh too, maybe.
Yeah.
Like that.
You can do that for any verb. Running, for example, is a fun activity. He is running. Running is a fun activity. You can change it into and use it as a noun.
Can you just repeat that?
You can do that for any verb. Reading is my hobby. He is reading is the verb. Reading is a hobby. Suddenly reading is a noun.
Exactly, yeah. So just the difference is that laughter is the noun and laughing actually is the verb.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. I didn't catch what is the beginning of the class today because I missed the first part of it. So I can't join the topic for today because I didn't.
You can join the topic as long as you heard the last person speak, which you did.
Yes. But it was just a question. I didn't know if there is a specific topic that the other members talked about today.
Well, members have just been asking a bunch of different questions, so don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you, James. Anyone else?
I'm going to go for another hour. It's not on the schedule, but I'm going to go for another hour. I have some free time, and I miss you guys.
That would be the role playing then. The next hour, maybe. Okay, anyone else?
This is Frida. I'm summarizing also that she was asking to James about the difference between laughing and laughter. So James answered that the laughing is about the verb and laughter is about noun. That will be same with something some other words as well. Did I read you correct, Aso? Aso,
yes, exactly.
Are you there?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. Back to the group. Okay. I want to say welcome to Manoj channel. He had been sick and hospitalized for a couple of weeks. I just want to welcome him back. Glad to see you back here, love. Thank you.
Welcome back, Manoj. I didn't know that you were feeling unwell. Not to put you on the
Yes,
spot.
yes, this is Manoj from India. Yeah. Good evening from my side to all of you peoples. Yeah, I have been suffering with the corona positive and hospitalized for more than 20 days.
Wow.
But today I'm discharged from my hospital, so that's why I am not regular in Zoom classes. So today I joined this class, and I think I lost my tempo. The tempo I was running earlier. So, but I will try to make it up. So, thanks, Mr. James.
Manoj, it sounds pretty serious if you were in the hospital for so long, and I'm glad that you're feeling better. And I would say that you lost your tempo. I didn't know why, but now that I know you were in the hospital, it makes sense. So, don't be so hard on yourself, and then come back if you like.
Okay, thank you. I will try my best. So the tempo I lost, I want to say that because I was so regular in your classes, but when I got infected, so I missed all the classes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Health is the most important thing. You can't study when you're seriously ill. Very difficult.
Yeah.
Great. Say anyone else, Manoj?
Anybody else?
Zaman, I would like to summarize Mr. Manoj up. Mr. Manoj, you had said that you got COVID, and now you are staying in a hospital. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, thank you. So I've got the floor.
You missed something, Amans. I think that was important, that Manoj lost his rhythm for studying, and he wants to get it back.
Oh, okay. Mr. Manoj, you had said that you had lost your rhythm and you want to study back. You want to get back to study English with us all in here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Because there is a large gap. There is a large gap. I didn't attend these classes, so I lost my rhythm. Yeah.
So you lost your rhythm. That's why you didn't attend this class. All right. I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Green, for helping me out.
My pleasure.
Yeah, for missing part. All right. So thank you. I got the part. I got the floor. Well, about the
Amans, I want to point something out to you. You open?
Yeah, I'm open.
All right. This is how you start your sharing. When you begin speaking, your eyes are doing this. It's not just now, it's every time. And I want to tell you what that means. It means something. It means that you're accessing your mind. You're going up into your head and you're thinking. And usually for people, that means they're about to tell a story.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, we know it, right? So instead of telling a story, what you might do is look at us. It's gonna create a totally different experience. When you look at the people that you're talking to, you're gonna be with them. Because a story kind of takes us, storytelling is a different activity. Even though people do tell stories in conversations a lot, it's a bit of an art how to tell a story in a conversation that's integrated into the conversation and not just coming out of the blue skies, out of nowhere. And the first step to doing that is looking at the people you're talking to. So, can you try? Yeah, I see you're looking at us now. That's totally different. Can you keep looking at us and now say what it is you'd like to say?
Well, I would like to say that I remember in a bowling alley, and I saw an old guy, and he was doing Tai Chi, Kung Fu, before he throws the bowling ball like this, and then they lift the bowling ball and he went like this, and he throws it, and he got strike, and I was so amazed. It's like magic. He's doing like Tai Chi, like this, and then he shows off the ball, and the pin go down, and he got the strike, and that was whoa, amazing. It was spectacular. Yeah, it was really something supernatural thing, on there.
Great.
Yeah, anybody else want to summarize me up?
Good work, Amans. Keep looking at the group, just like you're doing.
This is Richard.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to summarize Aman. He said
You said.
Yeah, Aman, you said about someone, he like a Tai Chi, and then he played the bowling and then strike all. And then you say, amazing, spectacular. Am I right?
Yeah, it's spectacular, and it's like supernatural thing going on there. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
You. Yeah.
Can't see you, can't hear you. Long pause. It'll change the momentum. What's going on, Richard?
Yeah, I want to ask you again.
All right, what are you waiting for?
All right. Can you suggest me what kind of a topic the good way to communication?
You'd like me to suggest the topic?
Yeah. I mean, I know your your rule.
Sure. Sure, I'll suggest a topic. Sex.
I mean, talk with people.
Oh, you don't like that topic?
That topic is about, both people falling in love and then making a baby.
That's a kind of definition of sex. That's true.
And like man is boy, so gender sex boy, like that. And shit.
Well, Richard.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, James. Please make me co-host.
Sure. Richard,
Okay.
A topic is different than a conversation, also different than just defining words. When we have a conversation, we're connecting to people, and we're connecting to people, or we're inviting people to connect to us about something that is meaningful to us. And see, the problem is, if I give you the topic, I have no way to know if it's meaningful to you or not. And I'm sorry, but based on your response, just giving me a definition of sex, it sounds like it's not meaningful to you. I can't really tell, Richard. It's more important that you figure out what is meaningful to you than for me to give you a topic.
Okay.
This is not a test. on a test, you'll get somebody who's going to give you a topic and they'll say, Richard, talk about your daily life. Richard, talk about your family, something like that. But this is more meaningful than a test. So it's a different challenge. The challenge is for you to forget about tests or whatever it is that is leading you to want me to choose your topic of discussion. Actually,
Thank you, James.
don't thank me until you understood me. I'm not sure that you understand me. The topic of why on earth do you want me to choose your topic might be meaningful to you. So, Richard, that's my question for you. Why on earth do you want me to give you a topic?
To make a better communication. I mean, so many, people in the world, so many words, just complain so much. If we ask something, they say, why you ask this? You ask so many questions. And then I say, tell your story. And what question do you want to talk? They just silent, like a bullshit.
People are silent when you talk to them. Is that what you said?
I mean, suffer people, or offer people, if we don't know, we're talking, and then we ask them. They say, why you ask so many questions? I say,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, Richard, I've told you this many times. I tell you this over and over, but I still see you're not taking my advice, which is start by answering your own questions, because if you have a question, that is a clue that something is meaningful to you. Like the martial arts question, you asked me about martial arts. If you start a conversation where you talk about martial arts, you're going to have higher chance of success than if you surprise someone with a question. Surprise! Do you like martial arts? And they'll say, what? Why do you care? You'll create you want to create an environment for a conversation where people respond. Talk about yourself. And I see you over and over, Richard. I see you not following through. You begin, you say something, and then you disappear just as surprisingly as you appear. So people don't know what to make of that. They don't know what's going on, and it's not their job to know what's going on. It's your job to know what's going on. How come you're appearing and disappearing in kind of the topic a little bit so kind of suddenly? You might not realize it, but it feels like it's coming out of nowhere. That's why they say to you, why are you asking all these questions? They're probably saying, like, what is all this? Like, it seems to be unrelated to anything. I can't make sense of it. Can you tell me what I said, Richard?
Yeah, I'm trying to summarize you. So you said about you said I'm asked a question and then I disappear, like surprise, and then another people just think, why you should care about this question? Why should I answer? Am I right, James?
Yeah, that's part of it. The other part is that if you want to have a meaningful conversation, you must find what is meaningful to you first. If you wait for other people to decide what is meaningful for you, you'll be lost. You'll be totally lost.
How about the topic? Is it
No,
necessary?
now you're asking another question. You asked me if I was right, and I'm giving you some feedback about something you missed, and then you're going to a new question. Can you get what I just said?
Sure. I try to I try
Yeah.
to summarize
Yeah.
you, James.
Go.
Yeah. You said about the conversation, you need to find the meaningful. Don't wait to others to choose the topic. Am I right, James?
Not just the topic, but the meaning. Yeah, you got it. Now, your job is still to find the meaning. You summarized me, but your job is to separate from me now and to find what's meaningful to you.
I think the easy one is talk about our day.
Well, I didn't ask you to find something easy. I asked you to find something meaningful to you. Is it meaningful to you to talk about your day? Hello?
Yeah. Or learn something new.
Okay, try it.
Okay. Today, I do as usual. I did my household course and review language. And then I try learn others language. And I try to challenge myself to sing that song, like a French, Russian song. And also, my friend invite me to sing an English song, so I just keep continuing singing, and then have my lunch. I continue the language, and then Zoom another Zoom meeting. I'm doing workout, and then I take a rest and then go to talk here. And maybe later I don't talk, I will continue my workout and watch English movie and go to sleep. That's my day as usual.
And how do you feel sharing your day and your plans with us?
I feel at least I can try to speak English.
That's not a feeling. A feeling is something like happy, sad, curious, usually one word. Excited.
Happy.
Okay, happy. Great. Say anyone else, Richard.
Anyone else? Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Elvira from Russia. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Elvira. Hi.
Hello. I'd like to summarize Richard.
Yeah.
So he would like to. He wanted. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You, Richard, would.
Oh, yes. You, Richard, wanted James to give you a topic. But James was wondering why on earth should he propose a topic instead of you. So the point is that if you want to talk to people, you should ask questions which you are interested in yourself. I mean, if you're interested in in music, or you said about you were talking about songs, or you're interested in psychology. So if you want to have a good conversation, you have to propose questions and topics yourself. And for example, you have your opinion on politics, something. So, and you would like to know other people's opinion. That's why it's up to you. It's your job to propose a topic, because it's a real conversation. And if you want to talk to people, you just start asking questions and start asking some points, and that will be a good conversation. So instead of just making other people give you a topic, yeah, it's like in class, in test, or it's not like in real situations. So you're not in a test, or you're not in exam. If you want to have a good conversation, you just have to ask other people. So that's my point. Okay, back to the
Now
group.
you check.
Anyone
Now
else?
you no. Well, no. Now you're checking with.
Oh,
See, you're
okay.
checking
Okay,
with
okay,
Richard.
okay. Richard, am I right? If I got you right, tell me. So, was it right to get you to?
Yeah,
Do we
and then
understand
you explain your opinion too. Thank you.
No, Richard. No.
Yeah.
No. She didn't, and no, don't. That's not your job, Richard. So actually, what happened was, Elvira, you were summarizing me more than Richard. It's okay. So because it kind of gets mixed together. So now you've gotten me, you've gotten Richard. Separate from us. Connect to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
See how you're doing, what you want to say, how you feel, and then speak to us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, as to me, if I want to start a conversation beforehand, I would think of things which are interesting to me. And beforehand, before class, I would think about problems or opinions I would like to hear from people. For example, last time we were talking about different roles. I don't remember when it was exactly, but how can we manage roles being one and the same person? It's an example, and I was just thinking where to put my.
Elvira,
yeah.
I'm a little disoriented because I can't see your face, and I don't remember your name, Rahmatulina.
Rahmatulina, yeah, Russia, Tatarstan.
What? Russia? What?
Tatarstan, Republic of Tatarstan.
Tatarstan. Okay.
Tatarstan.
So
have you heard?
So no, I haven't. But what is your connection to this group?
Do you mean my role?
Who are you, and why are you here? I don't remember exactly.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I am a member of your some of your groups, and I try to read some of your messages, some of people messages in Discord and WhatsApp. And I'm still observing, because actually I don't have enough time to participate in all the classes.
Sure.
And I try to choose to pick those I like, and I'm just trying to figure out how it all works. And yeah.
Well, great. So that's my impression, is that you've been around for a while observing, but just not participating actively, so that you haven't come onto my radar.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're bringing up the topic of, a kind of complex topic, which is roles and how to take on more than one role at a time, and what kind of problems that might create or difficulties. Great. So sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted that's it. Go back to you, Elvira.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The thing is that sometimes we continue playing roles, but we should change. For example, I am a teacher, and sometimes when I talk to my daughter or my son and my relatives, I still continue teaching. So, and my question was how to stop playing one role when you are supposed to be in the other role.
That's a great question, Elvira.
And that was the case about Nani. So she's a boss in a company, right? And in your space, she was trying to be bossy a bit, because she's the boss in her company. But at the end, she realized that in your group, she's a student. That's why she has to take a role of a student. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, I found it interesting because sometimes it's difficult to stop doing something when you, I don't know, it's kind
Yes,
of.
it is. Yes, it is.
I don't know, break the mold or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so
Yeah.
can you give a kind of advice or something? I don't know.
I would rather than giving advice, I wonder if you would get a subgroup. If you're unfamiliar with this term, subgroup is a way of joining. It means people who can join you. There might be other people here who would like to figure out how to navigate different roles. I know this has come up with people before. Amira from Libya was talking, this was a few weeks ago, but Amira from Libya was talking about, being a parent sometimes, then being an English student sometimes, then being a doctor sometimes.
How could I create a subgroup? What should I do?
You create a subgroup by saying anyone else. And that's a way of seeing if people can join.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Hello, Elvira.
Hello, Fatima.
How are you? I hope you are doing great. I can join you in this point, not in my real life, actually, because it didn't happen for me in my real life to confuse my roles as a teacher, mom, daughter, wife, or other things. But in my online role, especially in this group, as a learner, teacher, and board of director, sometimes I'm confused and I mix my roles. And it takes me some time to think in this place, am I a learner, or should I have act like a board of director or a teacher? Or it's difficult a little bit to separate online roles, and still I didn't think about asking someone to help me, but I'm struggling with myself sometimes. But I'd like to know if someone can help us and give advice and getting our subgroup to join each other and find a solution for this problem. Thank you. Back to the group.
I do have some advice, actually. My advice is to start simple. Start with one role and notice when you're in the role and when you're not in the role. Because a role is really just a collection of behaviors. And so we can ask, what does it mean to be a student in this group? What are the boundaries for being a student in this group? And if you can say, oh, this is what it means to be a student, then you can ask, am I doing that or am I doing something different? So you mentioned, Fatima, some roles. I wasn't sure what roles, Elvira, you're working on navigating between. I think you said, what, a teacher and like a parent? Similar, but not the same. So it's work. It's work to untangle. What are the similarities? What are the differences? There's a distinguishing activity that you can do. You can find 5 things that are and 5 things that are not, right? So like, if you want to know what it's like to be a teacher in this group, you could find 5 things that a teacher does in this group and 5 things that a teacher does not do in this group. Then you could start with the student role and say, well, what are 5 things that a student does and 5 things that a student does not? What are 5 things that a board of director member does and 5 things that a board of director member does not? It sounds a little bit cumbersome as an activity, but that is the work of distinguishing roles. It's funny because when I applied for the job that I have now at the teaching English locally, they said to me, you have to wear many hats. You know, you have to take on many roles. And I thought to myself, ha, 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 I'm good at that. Not going to be a problem. And it's been true. I've been, it has not been as challenging as being in this group and navigating the many hats that I wear in this group. And I get confused sometimes in this group about what I'm doing. And I have to return and say, huh, okay, why am I doing that? And in what role am I doing that in? And I can make a decision. I can say, okay, I'm going to do this thing in this role, and let's see how it goes. And sometimes I think, oh, yeah, I don't want to do that again.
Hello, James. When you say I don't want to do that again, does it mean you realize something? Didn't work to the group?
Yeah, absolutely. So for example, in the Joining Game channel in Discord, I might start talking about my personal life. And then I realize it, like I don't have a plan to do that. And I say, oh, that's not really what I want to do here. My role in the group and in the channel is more like a facilitator of the conversation. And if I start talking about my personal life here, it really it confuses things, it mixes things up. And so I think, yeah, in my role as the chair, as the game master, as the teacher, I don't really want to bring in too much from my personal life. Sometimes I do as like a teaching aid, but if it's getting to be too much, it is a mistake and it creates problems. And I'll say, oh yeah, that's a mistake. It's not always straightforward. Does that answer your question, Nani?
Yep. But I found in the conversation in the joining game most finally distracted that way. Finally, they talk about their personal life.
But that's different. Them, I don't know who them is, but that's for people in the joining game who are not me, that might be appropriate. That might be okay. Well, no, I mean, you might not think it's appropriate, but I think it's appropriate. If people want to talk about their personal life here, that's okay. That's why I said, what is something that a student does? I would put, as a student, talk about their personal life. I would include that as something a student does. You may have a different opinion about that. That's okay.
In which part did you say that's appropriate?
Well, really any part, as long as it's not getting in the way of the class. I mean, in a conversation class, for students to talk about their personal life, for me, is completely within the role of being a student. Go to any English conversation class, not just the joining game, and you're going to meet teachers who use people's personal lives as a way of bringing them in to practice conversation.
Out the other joining game, I follow all.
What?
Joining game totally different.
Nani? See, this is the thing. Are you asking me a question, or are you telling me
No.
You're not asking me a question?
No.
You're telling me about your experience
No.
with the joining game.
I just continue what I've noticed. Is
You're
that
telling
satisfied? You said, yeah.
No, Nani, you're telling me about your experiences with the joining game and with other classes.
Not other classes.
Nani,
Another channel in the Discord.
Oh, other channels
It's
in
not
Discord.
classes. It's not classes.
Oh, okay. So you're comparing your experience of different channels in Discord. Okay.
You put topic discussion, you put poetry, you put debate, special, blah, 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 many. But joining game is totally different with others.
Sure. How is it different?
And if I notice, only few who were joining, not with, I saw the list, 100 something, blah, 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 but not all able to do that. Or they don't want to do that. I don't have any idea about that.
Sure. So let's keep it straight, because it could get confusing pretty quickly. You're talking about what people are not doing. And whenever we talk about what people are not doing, it's a little bit like an optical illusion, because it can mean lots of things. So would you instead maybe talk about what you notice people doing? You're talking about you notice something, that some people or many people don't participate in the joining game channel. And you have a mind read about why that is, that they can't do it or they don't want to do it. So the mind read is going to take you away from your experience in a space. What is your experience in the joining game channel? When you notice that people are, as you say, not there. How do you feel when people are not there? When hundreds of people are not in the joining game channel joining?
Feel bad, feel pity. What's wrong here?
Oh, yeah. You feel like something is going wrong.
Why not all people enjoy? This is English class. Why not they going to any initiated to enjoy or to practice to be there or something? But they put in a general. They're preparing in a topic discussion. Poetry is okay. Not all like poetry. Maybe joining game similar, but joining game is just summarizing someone. Continue the others.
Okay. Nani, try not to get distracted. Stay with me if you can. The key to the problem, quote unquote problem, that you've discovered about people not participating is for you to participate and join in the channel. That is the magic key to wondering, why don't people participate? The key would be to find the part in you that is reluctant to participate and to bring that in and see, well, what's going on? Would you like to participate? Don't let Neki in. Do not let Neki in.
I saw someone already inside.
It's okay. Don't let Neki in. I'm talking to the co-hosts. Okay. Nani, can you tell me what I said?
I didn't focus. But
Yeah,
I
it's
just
okay.
got a bit.
You get
Okay.
distracted. I'll help you. I'll help you.
Fuck you, bitch, motherfucker. Bitch,
See?
bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
Anybody else? Anybody else with a fuck you, bitch? Want to come in? No? Okay. What was I saying? The key to participate, to getting participation, is to do it yourself, to participate, to find the part of you that is not coming in, that is not doing, that basically is joining people who are more quiet. So if you see that the channel is quiet and that people are not participating, check with yourself. Is there a part of you that is hesitant to talk about your personal life, or to join with other people there, or to do whatever it is you'd like other people to do? Can somebody tell me what I said? Or are you somewhere else? Yeah?
This is Richard. I'm trying to summarize you. James.
Yeah, you know what, Richard? Hold on a second, because I'm realizing the time. We have 17 more minutes for the class, and I'd like to hear from people we haven't heard from yet. So you don't have to summarize me. Go into the silent subgroup now. Anybody who has not spoken, you've got some time now to bring whatever is in your chair. Some people who have not yet spoken today. Big silent subgroup. There's an ocean in there.
May I? Asalduri?
You've spoken today.
Okay, I guess that I want to just
Can you hold off just a teensy bit more? Let's give the silent subgroup just a teensy bit more space.
Okay.
And then if nobody comes in, yes, you can come in. because sometimes it takes a little bit longer for some people. Okay, I guess not. Go for it, Aso.
Okay. Do you want me to concise what Nani just said? Or talk whatever I want to say?
Sounds subgroup. Well, I don't know. What do you think would be useful? I think if you summarize
James,
Nani,
may I
that might be
interrupt
useful.
you, please?
Sure.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
time
Rama,
travelers.
Rama, I'm ahead of the game. I've got this. Just leave it to me. Don't worry about it.
All right,
Well,
all right.
thank you, though.
And so
Yeah, don't let anybody in. We've only got 10 minutes left of the call. You don't need to let anybody in anyway. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, Aso.
Yes, I heard Nani just said that there are a lot of channels on Discord.
You. Talk to
Nani? Okay. Nani, I just heard you that you mentioned that there are many channels on Discord and no, or there are just a few or kind of not all of the people who are on the list are sharing in that channels. Am I right? Did I get you, Nani?
Yeah, you get me.
Thank you, Nani.
No worries.
So I joined the same issue that Nani just mentioned. I agree with her. There are a lot of
I got subgroup now. Hopefully you understand what James means, subgroup.
Yeah.
You happy? Also.
Yes. I just think there's someone which seems kind of upset now. What is that?
So much excitement. Some people can't contain their excitement.
So I guess that we just suggest something to make these rooms active, maybe creating a problem to make them share. People like problems anyway. What do you think, James?
Just, what does it mean?
Maybe James would share us. There would be a lot of subgroup here.
I found two names, James.
You found what? Two names?
Yeah.
You're getting distracted by the Zoom disruptors? No. Don't get distracted by the Zoom disruptors. Stay with us, so's bright, fun, laughter energy. You're leaving that to go to a problem. You've got a great laughter connection energy going on. Do you want to leave that? If they had great pride, they would stay. I don't know if somebody removed that person. I didn't remove them, but don't remove anybody. Leave everything to me, co-hosts. Leave everything to me. And back to you, Aso.
Yes, I just suggest there should be a kind of activity to make them activate their roles as a member.
Activate what?
Their roles, I mean, as a member and share.
Aso. So here's the thing, Aso. You are totally with Nani because you and Nani want people to get active in the Discord channel, but actually I don't see you or Nani talking much in Discord.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's no kind of issue to share.
No, I don't think you did get me. I don't think you got me. You rushed past me. See, the Discord channel, the joining game, there's a few people who have been participating in that. Mokhtar, Zainab, Munmi, a few others recently, Olina, but I haven't really heard you, Aso, in that channel. So you're now talking about, you're saying, how can we get people to get active? And you told the joke, you said, well, maybe we can get them, we can create a problem that will attract people. But actually, you have a lot of power to make that channel more active, and you could start by, participating in it.
Okay, I will today.
Well, no, hold on. Before you rush to agreeing with me and just saying, yes, I'll do what you said, I want to know if you understood what I said. I'm not sure you did.
Yeah, you just said that me and Nani are not participating.
Well, hold on. I didn't say Nani because actually, hold on, so slow down. Nani actually has been. I've seen Nani in that channel recently. So leave Nani out of it for a second. Just you.
Yeah, okay. So you just said that I'm not participating there. So I would be just like those silent people there. So I should actually activate my role as a member and as a participant there. Then criticize those silent people.
No. I'm not saying to criticize anyone.
This is what I get.
I know. That's why I'm checking. See, I said I wasn't sure that you got me. I was right. You kind of got me, but it's a little bit distorted. I'm not talking about criticizing people who are not there. I'm not even talking about people who are not there because you don't have to be there. People don't want to participate in the joining game channel. They don't have to. There's no need to create a pressure for them and say, come here, where are you? That's not the purpose of the channel. So the thing is, you could start to write there or here, you could do it now. How do you feel when you think people are not participating? Who do you want to participate? Who do you want to participate more? Aso?
No, not an exact name.
Well, see, yeah, you don't have an exact name. See, that is a clue. That's a clue. I have a joke. I don't know if it'll let me just tell the joke. Okay, so I met someone. This is a true story. It sounds like a joke. It's a true story. I once met someone and I told them I was working in China. And they said to me, China? I want to go to China. I want to find my wife. And I said to them, you want to find your wife? Is your wife a specific person? Or are you just looking for anyone to become your wife? And they said, oh yeah, I'm just looking for anyone to become my wife. And it was very funny because, there's a lot of people in China. And the same thing with USO. If you say, I want somebody here, and I say, oh, who do you want here? And you say, I don't care, anybody. It's kind of the same thing.
No, it
know?
is not.
Oh,
like
yes,
that.
it is. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. 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 The
So
same
you're just
thing.
like inviting me to share at
The same
first,
thing. I
then
see. I would
something
say the
other.
same thing to the person who is looking for a wife who says, I don't care who it is, anybody in the world, just anybody. I need a wife. I would say to them, you know, what's going on? Like with you, like, could you be more specific? Is there somebody that do you talk to anybody? Do you have a relationship with anybody? What kind of people do you like to talk to? What kind of people do you like to spend time with? You know, because the fact that it's so general means actually the person doesn't have a clue about what they want.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it happens.
So it's helpful to get clear about what you want. And especially in a group like this, if you're not connected to the group because you don't know who you want to talk to, that's a serious issue. It's not, and that issue is not in the people who are not there. That's in you. You know, what's going on? So you've been in the group now for a long time. You can't think of somebody you want to talk to?
No, I'm not.
So
I don't have a
so
specific friend from this group.
What?
I didn't have a specific a friend from
You
your
don't have
group.
a specific friend. And that is a great thing to bring in. You could get curious. Why don't you have a friend in the group? Why is there not somebody who you want to talk to in the group? There's hundreds of people in the group and you've been participating very actively for a long time and you haven't connected with anybody. You could begin to get curious. Why is that? I'm going to leave it there. I'm not just talking to you, Aso. That is a question for anybody in the group, okay?
You know
Aso, hold on. No.
Okay. No, this is not because.
Yeah, this is surprises, learnings. No, Aso, you're done. Aso, you're done. You're done, Aso. 2 minutes left.
There's no because.
Aso.
Okay.
This is actually part of it. If you want to know why you're not making friends, what's happening right now is very important.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Surprises, learnings, lightning round, 2 minutes.
This is Richard, and thank you for your advice and Elvira.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and also I hear you are good in Aikido.
What is that?
Fascinating.
A surprise,
You,
learning.
James.
What is that? A surprise, a learning, a satisfaction, a dissatisfaction, discovery, or next move?
Surprise.
Okay. Other surprises, learnings.
Yeah.
Elvira. Okay.
Amans and Elvira.
I'm satisfied talking English with Mr. Green and everybody else in here. Some of those people up.
Good work, Amans. Elvira.
I'm satisfied that I did talk here because I was only observing and listening to people, and now I'm satisfied that I had a chance to talk and I used it. Okay.
Do you know what you did to make it possible to be satisfied so you can do it again?
Thanks.
How'd you move from not participating to participating? How did you move from not participating to participating?
I think it's I can gain the momentum of doing that. So a big amount of just observing and listening, then now I think I have to use the opportunity to talk sometimes because I think I have to say something.
So stay, yes. So
Okay,
staying
thank
at
you.
it, being persistent, staying at it consistently and regularly, eventually it created some momentum for you to go to the next level. Great. And that's it for today. Thank you,
okay,
everybody.
I'll try.
Thanks for joining. Thank you, Elvira. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you tomorrow or later in online. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Jen.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Nani.
Bye.
Bye.